thoughts on the film? Watch it back Sunday.
Yeah, same how we felt after. We left a lot out there. We had our opportunities. I thought we moved the ball pretty well at times. We just can't have those penalties and turnovers.
How are you guys emphasizing that? Jim sort of mentioned after the game that they put more of an emphasis on sort of clean operation, clean football. How is that being emphasized by coaching staff, by you guys as players this week?
Yeah, I think it's always an emphasis, but I think it starts with all those pre-snap alignment details, focus, and just using the cadence and making sure that we're not jumping off sides and having those penalties and setting ourselves behind the chains and holding each other accountable. And that's something that coach has always done a great job of. If someone does jump or someone has a pre-snap penalty, they've got focus training after practice, and I think that's just ramped up and making sure that everyone's holding each other accountable.
What is focus training?
It's just more so of like if you have a penalty, a pre-snap, you go train with Coach Herb after practice.
And that's like if it happens in the practice or in the game?
In practice.
And so it's like extra lifting, or is it something specific like
that's a good question. I haven't done it. I don't know exactly what it is, but I know that it's basically just if you jump off sides, you have a false start. Right after practice, you're gonna go with him and work out with him. Not yet. No. There's always a chance.
Yeah. Just with the Logie, he was obviously in your draft class, a teammate of yours for a long time. Your reaction to getting traded?
Yeah. Always kind of a weird situation. I've enjoyed playing with him so much. He's been such a great teammate and such a great leader. And, at the end of the day, sometimes you forget it's a business. And, we're all here doing our best. And next thing you're, shipped off. And, I want nothing but the best for him. He was an incredible teammate. I'm going to enjoy watching him play wherever he's at. Obviously tough, but, we trust the front office to do what they think is right for the team. And, that's why they do what they do, and we play football.
You remember going up against Adolphe at all when you were with the Ravens?
Yeah, I think we've played a couple times.
What have you seen from Miami?
Yeah, they're really good. They do a good job of switching up their looks, and they're going to play a whole bunch of different coverages. They're going to bring a lot of pressure, and they've done a really good job of getting after the passer. They're a veteran group, and they've got a lot of guys on the front seven that are able to get after the passer. And so it's another week of protection and making sure that we're doing everything we can, communicating with the offensive line, just making sure that we're good to go with our tight ends and running backs. But they're a fast defense. They fly around and they play passionate defense.
Their DC's one from Baltimore is how similar is it to what you guys were going up against in training camp against Coach Mitchell's defense?
Not that similar. There are probably similar aspects, but base coverages and pressures they're quite a bit different.
Have you been wearing that contacts the past few games, and have you felt any difference?
I have not been.
Were they not allowed, or?
I just haven't worn them.
Why did you decide against wearing them?
I just didn't feel like it was overly bright.
Pretty specific question here, so hopefully you can remember the play. But it was a 3rd and 6, 4:02 left in the first quarter. You took a sack on the play. Looked like you were looking at Keenan to the left side.
Yeah.
Well, it's not right. Okay. Watching the flip back, you flipped the ball in your hands, like in the middle of your drop. I never really seen you do that before. Was that anything specifically happen on that play that why you flipped it? Or?
I didn't have a grip on the ball, and it was really, it was actually a really wet ball, and so I didn't have a grip, and I was going to try and throw it to it, but I just couldn't get a grip.
Okay, so because there was moisture on
the
ball.
Unfortunately.
And that was as a result of, I assume, sweat.
I'm not sure whether the ball got changed out or what the deal was, but as soon as I caught it, I tried to flip it to get a different grip on it, but just couldn't get it and feel comfortable, and there was a guy, linebacker underneath that I was worried about, but I wish I would have got it out sooner or had a better grip on it.
I've never seen you do it before, so I figured it must have been some reason. And then just the pressure that came through the A-gap, it was 94, it was 2nd and 6 in their territory. The TV broadcast picked you up, sort of, it seemed like you're upset with something. Jim mentioned that it was missed assignment from Bradley. when something like that happens in a game, what are the conversations like with Bradley afterwards in terms of, you know, the fixes that you guys are trying to make in the situation?
Yeah, it's a rare occasion. You know, that's one of those things that we talk about, and I know that he wasn't meaning to do anything like that. Bose has been on his stuff, you know, every other play, and you know, a common mix up, and you know, we're going to be better. We talked it through, and as soon as we got up to the sideline, we said, you know, we're not going to let that happen again. So it was all good.
So is there like, in terms of when you're making protection calls like that, I guess who has final say? Is that something that's like discussed and established? Like, okay, either you have final say or Bradley has final say as far as what the slide's going to be or what the protection call's going to be?
Yeah, I do. He goes up there originally, and he makes the point so we can move quickly. And then if I see anything based on, you know, safety rotation or certain looks, then I can switch it.
With the running back injuries this season, have you changed how you see yourself on the field, using your legs potentially more in game?
No, I think it's just something that is always available in the quarterback game, and you know, whether it's, you know, throwing or running, we got to go get first downs. So if it's not through the air, then I'll do everything I can to go get it on the ground.
Morale-wise, you know, dropping 2 after starting the season so strong, how important is this game going to Miami?
It's a long season. You know, there's a lot of football left, and you know, we're right where we are. And you know, the next game is the most important one, and guys have showed up, gave their best effort, and they're looking forward to the challenge.